Hello, this is Thomas Warfield, and this is my game Pretty Good Solitaire. In this video, we're going to learn how to play the game Kings in the Corners. Kings in the Corners is a unique game. There's almost nothing else like it among the hundreds of games in Pretty Good Solitaire. You start off with a grid. There's 16 places, and there are places for kings in the corners here, places for queens on the top and the bottom, and for jacks on the left and the right. Now, what you want to do is you want to put kings in those places, queens in those places, and jacks in those places. And when you get all of those into their proper places, you win the game, no matter what. Nothing else matters. And to show you how you do that, let's just start playing. Here we have a king to start off with, so I'm going to put it right there in that king spot. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and fill the entire board. Now I have a 7 here. I'm going to put this in one of these blank spots. These blank spots, anything can go there. So we're going to fill these up with anything. Now I have a queen, so I'm going to put that in one of the queen spots. And again, I'm going to fill these others up with anything. Now 10s would turn out to be a kind of useful card. I'm going to actually, instead of putting that in that blank spot here, I'm going to move it up here and put it in the king spot. And then I'll put this 4 in the blank spot. And I have another queen, so I'll put a queen here. And now I have a 9, and I'm out of those blank spots. I'm going to have to put this 9 in either the jack, king, or queen spots. Now I have 4 jack spots, 2 queen spots, and 2 king spots. So I'm going to fill one of the jack spots. And again, I'm going to do that again with this 5. Now I'm down to 2 of each. I'm going to put this in a jack spot here, move this into a king spot, and I just got a queen that I can put in one of these queen spots. And now I'm down to only 1 jack, queen, and king spots. So you're going to have to take a risk. I'm going to put this in the jack spot, this in the queen spot, and this is in the king spot. Now, if you wind up getting a king, queen, or jack, and there's no one of its regular spots to put it in, you've just lost the game. So I've just filled up the entire board. Now, the next step is that you remove cards by pairing cards that add up to 10. And here's where 10s are special, because 10 is all by itself. I can get rid of this card just by clicking on it. Bang, I got a king spot open. Now, I want to pair cards that add to 10. 9 would pair with ace, but there's no aces. 8s would pair with 2s, but there's no 8s. 7s will pair with 3s. Now, what I want to do is I want to get rid of the cards on the edges. So I'm going to pair this 7 with this 3. And that gives me a queen spot and a king spot open. And there are no 6s to pair with a 4, but there are 2 5s here, and these 2 5s will pair with each other, and that gives me a free jack spot. Okay, that is all I can do as far as pairing, so now I can start building them up again. Okay, I've got a 10. Now I could put this 10 here, but again, 10s are really useful because you know they're going to be, when you get rid of cards, you know you can get rid of them. So I'm going to put a 10 in that king spot and then fill up this blank spot, and aha, I got a king and I have a spot for it. So it's going to go there. And now the jack and the queen are there, and I'll just fill in a 2 and a 6, and we're full again. And now what I do is I start pairing off again. Again, the 10 I can just get rid of by clicking on it. And then I still have no aces to get rid of these 9s. I can move the 2 and the 8, and I want to get one off the edge. This 2 with this 8, like so. There are no 3s to pair with the 7s, and a 6 will pair with the 4. And that appears to be all the pairs I can make. So again, I have a 10. I don't want to fill either one of those spots, I don't think, this time. I'm going to put the 10 there, put an ace in, and now I need to start filling these spots. 3 goes here, 2 goes here, and an ace can go here. And we're full again. Okay, now we get rid of pairs, starting with that 10. Now I've got some aces I can pair with the 9s. I have 2 aces and 3 9s. I definitely think I want to get rid of one of these 9s in the corner. Well, I've got the ace here. Let's get rid of the ace and this 9. And then this ace, and let's clear another king spot. And now I can clear this 7 with this 3. And I have 2s here and a 9 and a 7 that won't pair with anything. So now we go fill things up again. We have some spots where we can put any cards. Let's fill those up first. I have an 8. I have 3 jack spaces, so I'm going to put the 8 there. And I'm going to go ahead and fill the jack space with an ace, and then a king space with 6. And then I'm going to fill the jack space with a 7 and have a 10 up here in the corner. And we fill the board again. And now I can start getting rid of cards, so I can get rid of that 10. And I can pair this ace with the 9, clearing up a couple of jack spaces. 2 with the 8, and again, I have a choice of 2s, but I want to choose this one so that I get a queen space. And there are no 3s, unfortunately, but I can clear this 6 with a 4. And that is all I can do as far as pairings, and so now I go and fill the board up again. Again, I can start with this empty spot, put the 6 there. Now I have 3 jack spaces, so again, I'm going to put a 6 there, and oh, I got a jack, so I better put that in a jack space. And now I have 2 kings, 1 queen, and 1 jack space. I'm going to put this 8 in one of the king spaces. And then you have to guess what's going to happen. I'm going to put a 4 here, 8 here, and the 9 here. And we're full. 9 goes in there. Now I can already see I better clear a jack space because I need to have a spot for that. So we need to start pairing cards. I have a 4 that I can pair with a 6, and that clears a jack space. And I have another 4 I can pair with another 6, clears another space. And I can clear an 8 with a 2, and I have a couple of choices of 8s. And I can clear either a queen or a king space. Well, I'm going to clear the king space. And that's all I can do. Well, I got this jack here. That definitely goes where the jack goes. And now I got an ace, a 3, a 2, and I've got a jack space for this jack and a king space for this king. And I've filled the board again, and everything has found a place. And now I will go ahead and pair off cards again. I can pair this ace with the 9, get rid of those 2. And this 2 can pair with the 8. And this 7 can pair with the 3. And the only card left is this 7, and I've got a lot of spaces, and I got a jack space, which is good because I can put this jack right there. And now I have a queen, and I have one last queen space. I can put that there. And now I'm down to, if I can get a king and put it there, I win the game. So let's start filling up those other spaces there, and haha, here's a king. I stick it there, and the game is won. So that's how you play Kings in the Corners. Kings in the Corners is one of hundreds of solitaire games in my game Pretty Good Solitaire. It's at goodsaw.com. You can just download it from goodsaw.com, and thanks for watching.